It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Lauren Scott.
This Veterans Day, Optum KC wants to recognize the unique health challenges and chronic diseases common among those who have served our country and also share tips and resources available to help our vets. I'm Lauren Scott, your host for Kansas City Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Senior Medical Director at Optum, Dr. Lee Norman, with more. Good morning, Dr. Norman. How's it going?
Good morning. Great, thank you.
So what are some of the chronic illnesses or health challenges that we're seeing in a lot of our veterans these days?
Yeah, great question. Well, veterans are humans and we have all the same health problems that other people do, but there are things that are unique to military veterans, things that may have been exposed to, like burning pits. You remember back in Vietnam there was Agent Orange. In the Gulf War there were inhaled petroleum products from those burning oil fields. But there's also things, concussive head injuries from explosions, and post-traumatic stress is a real big one for people that have had a tough go of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of touched on it, but are there some health issues that veterans are more susceptible to because of their veteran status?
Yeah. Depression is one of them, because many veterans have seen things and done things that have really caused them a kind of a moral injury, but also sleep disorders, a higher rate of alcoholism and drug abuse. So a lot of mental health kinds of things, and then the physical ailments I mentioned earlier.
All right. So do you have any healthy tips for veterans?
A couple things. One is it's really important to take care of your basic human needs, meaning sleep well, eat well, get a moderate amount of exercise, but really help out your friends and call on your fellow veterans, or we call them battle buddies, that have been having the same experiences if you have had. It's really important to do this as a team.
Mm-hmm. So what tips do you have for veterans who might feel like they're in crisis?
There are veteran crisis hotlines that can be called. You can reach out to buddies. You can call 911 if there's a crisis situation. But I think it's really important to have friends and neighbors to call on you.
Now, you are recently retired from the Army as of this last week, right? As a veteran yourself, what advice do you have?
Well, it's really important to do self-care and to watch out for the care of your friends and family. That's where you really, I think, get the most bang for the buck, is just checking in on people. And yeah, I was in the Air Force and then was in the Army and have been in deployed environments. And it's important not to brush off those things and say, oh, it can't be a big deal. Those things are big deals, and pay attention to yourself.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your service, and thank you for being here with us today. If people want to learn more, how can they do that?
OptumKC.com is a good one, and CDC has a lot on veterans' health issues that I think are really good one also.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Optum. For more information, visit OptumKC.com.